So Kayn's a cool champion and all. He's got a weapon, he's got challenger, he's his own region. He can transform into a big red thingy or like a little elusive blue guy doing whatever the latest trends are on TikTok. But we're not here to focus on that. We're here to focus on the most important part of Kayn's kit. He can heal, and I hope you know what that means. And let me just say right now, this game was a wild one, a roller coaster of emotions. I didn't really like my hand, so I got rid of it. Instead, I got this beauty of a hand, but that's okay, because I can just draw my one drop. My opponent, playing the ever-ambitious Akshan Kayn combo, plays this weird buried in sand landmark. So to counter, I predict the Star Springs. That might come in handy later. When my opponent is defenseless, I go on the attack, getting the first Nexus damage in the game. Very important, as I always say. Then my opponent predicting, honestly, I forgot. Probably Akshan. Then I put down my Star Springs because I've got nothing better to do. Oh wait, it's called Buried Armory, not Buried in Sand. Anyway, the landmark's done and he predicts again. And, surprisingly enough, decides to skip his attack turn. And you may be looking at my hand and asking, what is he able to do? The answer is nothing. Opponent plays Akshan, then whatever the heck this is, and I don't think Hush works on that. So suddenly it's their move, but now I've got mana for Kayn. Enemy open attacks with Akshan. No big deal. I block it. Then I play the Kayn. Now it's my turn to attack, so I jump onto the opportunity to kill an enemy unit. And then quicksand happens, but you know, that's whatever. And I'm still not entirely sure what to do with this hand. It's not looking great. And ow. And then I was like, whatever, I guess I can spend some mana healing him. And then I drew an actual unit, which is great. Soraka. Wow, we're on 3 already. So the fact that my opponent played a card here is not good for me, especially since it's this guy. So I was finally allowed to play a unit who would give me another unit who then I could use to block, but no such luck, he attacks first. So I went for the ambitious play on Astral Proportions and tried to block Akshan. Yeah, that was a mistake, but I'm not done yet. I got the Pale Cascade to last. Now the board state is obviously not ideal, but I'll take it. At least Kayn is alive, happy, and healthy. Okay, not really healthy, but whatever. But unfortunately for me, the card that they just predicted and drew is Desert Duel, which does not bode well. Blech. I don't think I'm gonna cut Kayn's level up animation because it's new, fresh, novel, recent, modern, contemporary. So both Kayns have left the board, one is dead and one is level 2. And my opponent decides to opt for the blue one. Weird. But who am I to judge? I have a level 1 Soraka. Oh, but wait, what is this? Bring me level 1 Kayn, please. And he's back and ready to attack. Go kill something. It worked. We're halfway there. And he healed. Perfect, but it's not over yet. Soraka got vulnerabilized. So I played this guy to draw Kayn. It worked. And because Kayn took so much damage, Soraka actually levels up from the Star Springs. Now, my opponent starts making plays. A full-on attack with 12 mana is kind of scary, and it's lethal too, so I have to block it. Oh wait, no, actually he pulls Soraka. But anyway, I got some work to do here. Never mind, he just lets me level Kayn, which is perfect for me, and I think I'm just gonna let the animation play again, and I'm not gonna say anything this time. Oh wait, it's already over. Okay, now this deck is completely built around Red Kayn, so obviously we're going Rast. Whenever I'd play Kayn, yes, I'm a Mastery 7 Kayn in League. Whenever I'd play Kayn, I'd always call Red Kayn Rast, and no one ever understood me.
The box foresaw your return, master.
The Keeper of the Box is such a bandwagon. Enemy opts for the offensive option, and I don't like this, so I brought Bastion along to help me with situations just like this one. No harm done. But by using that grappling hook, Akshan's grappling hook is now on cooldown and cannot escape Rast's attack. A smooth animation befitting Kayn himself. And I can finally get this massive stat stick out of here, which is a good thing I did that then, because he was about to get a spell shield. Well shoot, he's back. Star Spring update? 7. Well, it's my turn to attack now. And attack I will. I've been on the defensive this entire game, but now I can finally take out Kayn. Or at least take out one of them, but preferably the enemy one. I answered the Absolver by getting 2 of my own health. I completely forgot it made a second card, so oops. So at this point I'm desperate. I just used the healing touch on Soraka so I could get a draw. And I get pretty lucky here. I actually get a Pale Cascade and a Bastion. Like, what are the odds of that? Now I just gotta hope he's got no more attack thingies, which honestly pretty likely he does. But he doesn't, so we're good. And if you've forgotten, Rast actually heals himself to full after killing an enemy, so we're up at 21 now. At this point, I'm scheming to get my last point of healing, but I suppose that comes naturally, and just like in life, everything works out for 50% of us. Now the other thing Kayn does really well is a recall, which obviously means Yasuo deck. Now the first opponent I played against has Senna and Kindred in Freljord. Unfortunately, I couldn't play anything rounds 1 or 2, but that's okay. I mean, what is 3 damage really? Especially when I'm allowed to get 2 of my own damage. I think non-native English speakers would have trouble understanding me. Anyway, I was thinking about Dragons Raging the Kindred, but then I was like, Yasuo is probably the safer play. Now, because I'm not particularly eager to get one of my units marked and the other one deadified, I just refrained from blocking. Oldest trick in the book. Then my opponent decides to play Thread the Needle before checking the Oracle's Eye. Now, I didn't check it either because I can't do anything, but he just marked the same thing he killed, so Not the smartest play. Now after my opponent made me wait forever, it's finally Kayn's turn to go down. And then they just made me wait even more. Only to give up. Unfortunate. When Darius Katarina. Now the great thing about playing against Katarina decks is that they usually only play one card. Katarina. You can ignore the gray Obligatory. But yes, 3 Kayns in hand, there's no way I lose. Unless I do. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You see, without Yasuo, it becomes very difficult to eliminate the Katarina. She just gets free hits in every turn, and it's not good for us. Okay, Blade's Edge counts as Katarina, let's be honest. The thing is, however, Kayn is capable of killing Katarina. He can just challenge her, and the Darkened Scythe will do the rest. But yeah, it is annoying getting hit every round. And then again, and then oh so suddenly we're in Darius level up range. Uh-oh, I really hope they don't have a Darius next round. In hindsight, I really should have twin discipled this attack. 2 health is not 0. Okay, Katarina players can play 2 cards, Katarina and Darius. Luckily for me, however, I have a Dragon's Rage in my deck for who knows why. So I block the Darius with my precious Kayn. Owie. Now the problem is, he's just gonna rally with Katarina, so I have to get rid of him now. And Dragon's Rage would do a perfect job of that. Okay, Katarina players can play 3 cards. And once again, my poor deck building skills have netted me a win. Viktor and Karma. Now the weird thing is, playing this deck doesn't actually feel half bad. You just take 2 good champions, mash them together, and suddenly you have a good deck. I'm sorry, Box Dude, but your soup is awful. Nowadays, when your opponent wastes 3 mana, you jump on that opportunity. And then play Yasuo, the coolest champion in Ionia. It's weird how you just sometimes forget cards exist. Oh my goodness, improvising also uses the invoke star thing on the background. Now it's time to play the Windswept Hillock. Clean in and out. Yasuo wasn't even touched. Oh gosh. Isagi. Kayn's back, and he's ready to recall to level up Yasuo. Go, my happy friend. Slay them all. I was really surprised here when my opponent actually let this attack through. I thought he might want to kill Kayn or something. Oh, well, maybe yet. Got the laser beam, of course. Okay, well, whatever. I didn't need that mountain. A sedimentary loss. Then my opponent did something weird, okay? He played Viktor. Well, okay, it's not that weird, but you know, it's weird to me. It's not even that weird to me. Anyway, they start upgrading Viktor. Pow. He got faded, which isn't bad because he's gonna target him anyway. See? I called it. Never mind that I'm voice recording over past footage, but I would like to call your attention to a small technical detail that you may or may not have seen before. I don't know. But here, look at this image. So they still have the equipment in hand. You can see the bottom of it in the top left corner. Now, there's nothing wrong with this image at all. This is normal. But let's take a look at the next frame, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Look at this. Why the heck is there a shadow there? The card hasn't moved. Look, it makes no sense. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. Literally unplayable. Oh wait, I forgot to finish the video. I mean, that's probably something you should do before the video ends, Gray. So he tries to aftershock my Kayn. Rookie mistake. I always have Twin Disciple in hand. And you may notice he's got a very intimidating 8-5 Viktor with quick attack and faded, so we'll just get rid of that. Outplayed. A completely understandable response. Oh wait, yeah, I was also supposed to ask you to subscribe.